Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Terry Van Alstyne. I'm a naturopathic doctor and I believe the body can heal itself when given the proper tools. I don't believe in symptomatic treatment. I am launching an online healing and detoxification program. It begins May 26th. I'll be taking a small group and there's a limited number of seats. Step by step back to optimal health, optimal energy, and optimal weight by addressing the 7 key core causes of disease, in my opinion, which are poor diet, lack of nutrients, toxicity, stress, pathogenic microbes like bacteria, viruses, fungus, and parasites, negative thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions, and lack of exercise. So today I'm going to talk about iron deficiency. Iron deficiency anemia is the most common form of anemia and a very common deficiency worldwide. And there are various types. There is macrocytic, microcytic, and hemolytic, and others. And the symptoms are fatigue, weakness, pale face, shortness of breath, poor circulation, so cold hands and feet, irregular heart rate, chest pain, and dizziness. So if you have any of those symptoms, you could certainly be iron deficient. And what iron does is it's in the red blood cells and it binds to oxygen and it delivers the oxygen to all the tissues. So when there's not enough iron in the blood cells, there won't be enough oxygen being delivered throughout the body. And we need that oxygen for normal cellular function in order to produce ATP units of energy. So, in my opinion, there is a virus causing iron deficiency anemia. And it feeds on toxins, chemical toxins and heavy metal toxins. It also feeds on hormones like adrenaline. So when we're under stress, we're feeding that virus and it's breeding and causing a worsening of anemia. And when we're toxic, when our livers are full of heavy metals and other chemical toxins, it's breeding because it's feeding on those. And that's why a detoxification program is essential, as well as lowering the stress and treating high levels of adrenaline and cortisol. So the problem is that iron supplements actually feed bacteria and viruses as well. So we need to be getting the iron from food sources. And there's a list of foods and herbs that you can do and take to replenish those lost iron sources. But treating the cause is essential. We have to kill that virus. So iron-rich foods are nettle leaf, which grows wild here in BC, and it can be used in a tea. It can be powdered and put into smoothies, and it's loaded with iron. Spices like caraway, cumin, and anise are high in iron. Blackstrap molasses, which can be added to oatmeal, muesli, muffins, healthy muffins. Licorice root, that can be boiled as a root, or it can be done in a tea when it's shaved thinly. Herbs like calendula, comfrey, yellow dock, and linden flowers are made into teas, and they're very high in iron. Dried fruits like figs, prunes, raisins, and currants, and please make sure raisins specifically are organic because their grapes are one of the most highly sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, toxic chemicals that are feeding the cause of anemia. And foods like beet and spinach are very high in iron, and kelp and dulse, which are types of seaweeds, are high in iron, and you can add those to smoothies. Dulse is one of the components of the heavy metal detox smoothie. And watercress, parsley, and mint are also high in iron. And I like to put fresh mint into my jar of water with lemons, limes, and cucumber, and it makes it taste great. I keep it in the fridge, and that's what I drink all day long. And you'll want to drink more water because it tastes good. Also, cooking in iron pots and pans will allow the iron from the pots and pans to go into the food. And especially if it's acidic food like tomato sauce, it will absorb it. And so you'll get the iron in the diet that way as well. And we don't want to be cooking on Teflon or aluminum because the Teflon flakes into the food. It's a toxic chemical. And aluminum is also a toxic heavy metal, light metal, but still does the same thing. Neurological damage. So Iron pots and pans. Meat, red meat contains iron and B12. All meats contain B12, so if you are not eating meat, you definitely need to be supplementing with vitamin B12. And for iron absorption, we need B12 and we need vitamin C. So if you are eating red meat, please limit it to 4 ounces at dinner time, the leanest cut, and not fried, and try to throw in some vegetarian dinners as well. And I think that's it. So having some vitamin C and B12 when you are consuming iron is important. So vitamin C is in lemons and limes and oranges. It's also in bell peppers. I think that's about all I can think about for iron deficiency anemia. So very common problem. Now you know how to treat it and treat the cause. Again, if you need my help to heal, and you're willing and able and you're ready to heal, please message me and be part of my VIP online 6 or 12 week core healing and detoxification program. Thank you.